following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
Good morning, Macomb. I'm Zach Stone.
And I'm Michael Dion. Coming up on today's show, we'll talk to a WIU group working to help the community.
And we'll also sit down with WIU's head volleyball coach and talk about the season so far and preview the game tonight.
And it's homecoming week. That means News 3 alum Devin Biggs is back to give us a look at our homecoming forecast a little later.
But first, Macomb residents have been getting a little bit nostalgic in the last few weeks. Why, you ask? Check it out.
It's a cup. It's a shoe. And it's even made its way onto toilet paper. And it's hitting the road all over Macomb. A local fraternity has brought a piece of the iconic 90s to the 21st century. Her name, Eileen. And finding a name for such a great car requires the help of a great song. Tau Kappa Epsilon finds old songs every year that they bring back. This year's song being the classic Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners.
The car's name is Eileen, after the song. And it was just the name fit so well. Automatic choice.
Equipped with classic rear-view mirror dice and a luau girl, the car is everything you expected it to be and more. To find something so unconventional, you need to look in unconventional places.
So we were hanging out, watching TV, and one of the guys was on Facebook, and they saw it on the marketplace, and they said, look at this thing. And I was like, there's no way this is real. So we looked into it deeper, contacted the seller, and it turns out it was real.
But the van's ultimate purpose is something a little bit bigger than the stories it inspires. Local fraternity Tau Kappa Epsilon, with the help of their active member Frankie Saliba, have found an unconventional way to fundraise for their philanthropy.
Well, it's just a unique piece of property. It's pretty iconic with the design. Right now we're using it to take everyone to class, to the Greek life events. But in the future we're doing a philanthropy called a car bash. We did it a couple years ago. We bought a junk car and charged people a couple bucks to hit it with a hammer, and then all the proceeds go to St. Jude's.
Keep an eye out for Eileen and her Midnight Runners as she takes her last rides around Macomb.
That really is awesome, Zach, but I guess all good things must come to an end.
Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for when Tau Kappa Epsilon goes public with their car bash date, and we'll make sure to bring that to you. WIU is honoring the man behind the tradition of the Fighting Leathernecks.
Later today, the Colonel Ray Rock Hansen statue will be unveiled in a special ceremony. The statue is located near the north entrance of Hansen Field. Ray Hansen is a decorated war hero. He retired from Western in 1964 after a 38-year career here at Western. He died in 1982 at the age of 86. The statue unveiling ceremony will take place at 2 p.m.
And later this weekend, the WIU Student Recreation Center is celebrating its 20th anniversary. The building was named after former WIU President Donald S. Spencer. The building was opened in 1997. Cake will be served at the Rec Center from 1 to 4 p.m. on Sunday to celebrate. Anyone eligible to buy a membership will be given free admission from Monday through Friday next week. While WIU is celebrating one building, the city of Macomb may be soon demolishing another. The old Maid-Right building on Jackson Street just off the square may soon get the okay to be razed. The Macomb Historic Preservation Commission authorized a certificate of appropriateness on Tuesday to move forward on that plan.
The building has been empty since 2005. Macomb Community Development Coordinator Ray Heitner says the structure has been neglected for the last 10 or so years and has many problems. The next step is taking the demolition request to court. And WIU students are showing their school pride for homecoming week. The variety show took place on Tuesday night. There was live entertainment and performances in the competition.
Alpha Sigma Tau sorority won first place. Delta Zeta sorority came in second place. And the fun doesn't stop there.
An annual homecoming tradition, Yell Like Hell, wrapped up last night at Western Hall. It's a prep rally between Greek life, housing, and campus organizations.
And winning first again, Alpha Sigma Tau in the competition. Homecoming royalty was also announced last night. Both said that they were surprised to be named king and queen.
I think it was a positive experience overall. I didn't really know what to expect, but it was a lot of fun. I didn't really think I was going to win, but it was a nice surprise. But overall, it's been a great week.
Yeah, it has been with the court. All of us have been supportive of each other, so that's been a blast as well.
Tomorrow, more events take place, including the homecoming parade and football game against the South Dakota Coyotes.
You'll see lots of News 3 staff walking the streets at the parade tomorrow, throwing out candy. Make sure you're lined up by 10:30 a.m.
It looks like Justin Timberlake may be ready to return to a Super Bowl halftime show. Reports say the singer will take part in Pepsi's Super Bowl 52 show in Minneapolis this coming February. This despite the NFL saying it's still not ready to announce anything.
If Timberlake is headlining the show, his return will come more than a decade after his part in Janet Jackson's infamous wardrobe malfunction.
And the juice could be loose from prison as soon as Monday. Former NFL star O.J. Simpson has been behind bars in Nevada for the last 9 years after being charged with armed robbery and kidnapping in 2007. The charges stem from an altercation with two sports memorabilia dealers at a Las Vegas hotel.
Simpson was initially facing up to 33 years behind bars for the charges. In July, 4 parole board members unanimously ruled the 70-year-old would be eligible for parole as of October 1st. And the Cubs and Cardinals leaving more than just sweat on the field when they played Tuesday night.
In the second inning, Cardinal third baseman Jed Jerko hits a foul ball over toward the stands, but watch what happens. Cubs shortstop Addison Russell dives into the stands for the foul ball and kicks a Cardinals fan's nachos right out of his hand.
And the fan doesn't look too happy about that. I mean, obviously you're on those sideline seats or the side of the field seats, and you're going to have some people flying at you.
Nachos are $8.
But Russell, being a good man, comes back with a plate of nachos. You're seeing it now. And he's even going to take some selfies with the fan, just saying sorry. I mean, hey, it's nacho cheese.
It's not his cheese. Celebrities can influence what we wear, what we listen to, and what we eat. But a new study shows celebs may also influence our health.
Mary Maloney explains in today's Health Minute.
Angelina Jolie's announcement in 2013 that she would undergo a preventive double mastectomy prompted other women to do the same. That's according to a new study. Researchers looked at hospital data from New York and New South Wales, Australia, over a 10-year span. 20 months after the actress's op-ed in the New York Times, researchers noticed the amount of procedures on both continents doubled.
The fact that she is leading women down that path to take a more proactive role in their own health is enormously encouraging. It just makes me think she's using her power for good.
It's not just Jolie. After Katie Couric's televised colonoscopy in 2000, scientists saw a 20% increase in patients getting the test, dubbing the significant spike the Katie Couric effect. Both cases showed the power celebrities have to influence healthcare decisions.
I've been very happy just to see the discussion about women's health expanded, and that means the world to me.
For today's Health Minute, I'm Mary Maloney.
Coming up, WRU Volleyball has their homecoming spirit game tonight. I'll talk to head coach Kelly Richardson after the break.
Stay with us. You're watching Good Morning Macomb.
I think just working with everybody in the newsroom, everybody has such a great camaraderie. All the opportunities that I've been given here have just been amazing to expand on that resume. I try not to beat myself up with the mistakes I make because there's so many opportunities. Just giving that experience, and this is how I got to do things in the real world, is really what the broadcasting and journalism department has done for me. When you have a really good show and that everybody nailed it, I mean, that's one of the best feelings in the world.
To eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Garrett Covington chose Western Illinois University because of the law enforcement program and the chance to be a Leatherneck.
Western has one of the best law enforcement programs in the nation, and I get to play the game I love. Whether I go pro or I go to law school, because of Western, I would take my success to another level. I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. The Leatherneck volleyball team has a game later tonight at 7 p.m. Here to talk about that in the season so far, head volleyball coach Kelly Richardson. Coach Richardson, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? Good morning.
Thank you for being here. And how is the season coming along for you guys so far?
You know, it's going well. We're off to a better start than we have been the last couple years, and we're seeing some really good things from our girls. We have, you know, really good energy going this season. We've got a lot of support. We have 17 kids that are really hyped up about what we're doing, and it's an exciting time for Leatherneck volleyball right now.
Homecoming week is this week. You're playing the Mavericks tonight, and what do you need to do against Omaha to get a win?
You know, we talked a lot in Scout Report yesterday about our focus needs to be on our side of the court, controlling the things that we can control. The serve pass game is going to be a really important one tonight. We have to protect that first contact, and we have to keep our unforced errors down. And, you know, that's our biggest focus right now. There are definitely things that we know that Omaha does, but at the end of the day, we need to do what we do well. And if that's our focus, we'll be successful.
Again, it's homecoming week this week, and in your tenure, you guys have not picked up a homecoming win tonight. Could be your first. What would that mean to your coaching staff and your players to get a win tonight?
You know, it'd be a fantastic win. Anytime you can get a good conference win at home, regardless, is a great opportunity. And obviously, we have great support at homecoming. You know, it's a big night, spirit game. There's lots of people there, and we want to make sure that you know, everybody comes out and sees a good match. So it would definitely be a good boost of morale as we continue on into conference, and just getting that conference win's a big deal.
Coach, you've been here 3 seasons now, and you've gotten progressively better each year. What has that been like going through 3 years here at Western?
You know, it's been a great experience. Anytime that you're working on bettering a program, building a program, you know, there's challenges that go with that, but that challenge is what makes it exciting and what makes it good. So, you know, it's been great to see the steps that we've taken over the past 3 years and that improvement that's happened every single year. And I think it's just an exciting time for our volleyball program.
Give us a little insight. Is there anything you guys do special before a game?
We always do. We have a walkthrough where we get on, get some good touches, just kind of get the dust off of the day. We always get a little pregame meal, and then our girls do this year something that's been a lot of fun. They have a motivational time that they have in the locker room that they run themselves and kind of get themselves hyped up. You know, it doesn't take much this year. They're very excited. They're ready to get out on the court, and so as soon as we step in the locker room, everybody's minds are focused, and it's game time.
Coach, there's only 3 players leaving, to my knowledge, after this season. You've got a very young team, not as long as last year, but still incredibly young. What's that process like, just with this group in particular?
Yeah, you know, this year we have had a few more upperclassmen than we have had in the past, but when you look at our roster, we are still very young, and you know, it's been a good process. We have a good group of upperclassmen that have been good leaders for this team, and we have a younger group that is just really invested about our future. And so it's been a really good balance between the two this year, and we've started to see that maturity happen. And so, you know, it's made for an exciting time out on the court with our team.
You've only had 1 conference win in your last 2 seasons. You've been very competitive so far in conference this year. What are you guys looking to do in conference in particular this season?
You know, I think for us, obviously continuing to improve that record piece is important, but at the end of the day, ultimately our goal is we want to be playing after that last season of regular season finishes. We want to be in Denver at the conference tournament, and we think that that's a goal that we can achieve this year. Our girls are really focused on it. It's been a goal from day one, and so you know, we have to come out and work hard every night, and the summit can be anybody's night, and so we focus on the things we need to focus on, and we think we can make that happen.
Final quick question, Coach. Claire Groove and Abby Canoop collided in the game before Oral Roberts. What is their status for tonight?
Claire is going to be able to play. She has been cleared. Abby, they both passed concussion protocol. They're both tough as nails, man. That was one of the hardest collisions I've ever seen. But Abby, we're just kind of waiting for the swelling in her eye to go down, and once that happens, she'll be back with us as well. But we keep on trucking, and they're both doing a great job.
All right, Coach Richardson, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
The Leathernecks want you to come and wear purple to the game tonight. You could even win a Keurig coffee maker, which is allowed in WIU residence halls. Game time is 7 o'clock. And coming up after the break, News 3 alum Devin Biggs is back and has a look at the weekend forecast. You're watching Good Morning Macomb.
A single ember from a wildfire can travel over a mile. That ember can ignite and destroy your home or community. You can't control where that ember will land. Only what happens before it does. Visit fireadapted.org to learn how you can help protect your community from wildfires.
I think what I love most about News 3 is that we're really provided with a real-world experience. We're able to get hands-on work in news, and it's very similar to what you would find in a real newsroom, but everyone around here is really good about pushing you to be your best. News 3 has really taught me to believe in myself, and that if you work hard, you can achieve anything you want. News can sometimes be really tricky, and you have a lot of roadblocks. All of us hold each other to really high standards, and I think that really shows in our newscasts.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
And welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. A beautiful start here across western Illinois, and the temperature, I can't really argue with it either. 58 degrees to start off your day, 51 for your dew point, so actually got warmer than what the dew point is, and the wind, a calm 5 miles per hour. I know I can't complain about that temperature today, and we'll actually have a little bit of a cold front. See up in northern Illinois, that'll slowly move through later on today, and it pretty much won't get noticed though, because there won't be any precipitation with that storm. Otherwise, across the U.S., you can see we've been watching Maria for the longest time, and now we'll finally get out of the region later on. Today, temperatures across the region this morning, not too bad. These are current temperatures. 57 in Des Moines, 56 in Davenport, and cooler in Joplin at 52, where they actually have some fog going on this morning. So a little cooler down there, but overall, not too bad. Zooming in here at home, cooler to the north with 58 degrees in Burlington, while in Peoria, we're at 53 degrees and 60 degrees in Bloomington. So your almanac page for today, September 29th. We start October on Sunday. I cannot believe this already. Time is flying by. 73 to 49 is the range, and your sunrise and sunset. We're losing daylight, and we will continue to lose daylight until the winter solstice. Your infrared satellite, not much to talk about with this. Beautiful sunny skies, so can't really argue about that. Your futurecast for today, the cold front will move through. Not much to talk about, not even much of any cloud cover as well. And looking ahead towards tonight, not much of anything either. And looking ahead towards tomorrow, again, not much to talk about. Beautiful sunshine. That'll be perfect for the homecoming parade and football game that will be going on tomorrow. However, this lack of rain is definitely causing a problem. See this area here that I'm highlighting and pointing at? That is moderate drought, and central Illinois is in moderate drought. For Macomb, we are in the abnormally dry category, but it's still very dry, so probably wouldn't hurt to conserve water if need be. So your highs for today, basically mid to upper 70s area wide, and heading in towards tonight, will basically be in a very cool night with low 40s to the north and mid to even maybe some upper 40s farther south you go. And heading in towards tomorrow for the football game and homecoming parade will basically be low 70s area wide, and we can maybe get a little warmer into the mid 70s as well, so not too bad. So looking ahead towards today for your forecast, sunny skies beautiful with 76. Winds will be out of the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies will be seen tonight with a low of 42. And your game day forecast, 67 as we line up for the parade at 10 a.m., 73 at game time at 3 p.m., and at 6 p.m. when the game starts to wrap up, temperatures will fall to 69. And your 5-day forecast, not too bad. We could really use some rain. Unfortunately, not much rain to talk about. Otherwise, Yeah, not too bad. And look at Monday and Tuesday, summer once again knocks on the door here in Western Illinois. And someone actually tried to call it Indian summer. That is not true. We have not had a frost yet, or no Asian beetles either. So it's just warm.
I hope summer doesn't come back personally. I can't deal with summer again.
I'm looking forward to Saturday's homecoming game. Weather looks really great.
Go Leathernecks, let's go.
Coming up, we'll sit down with a student group working to save lives in the community. You're watching Good Morning Macomb.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning. Why?
Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this.
You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately.
That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
My favorite thing about NEWS3 is you're constantly working with someone. If you're not going to work with someone, then your show's not going to go right. NEWS3 has really got me ready and prepared for the outside world. Traveling to do a tornado story, or if that even means traveling to Iowa to cover third graders, I get to work with some fantastic people. It wouldn't be the show that it was today without the production crew, without our anchors, without our talent. It's really a team effort, and I'm beyond blessed to be able to be here.
Welcome back. A WIU student group is working to save lives in the community. Student Honors Association Service Chair Michaela Gunter is here to discuss the blood drive they're holding in just under an hour. Thanks for being here this morning, Michaela. What kind of attendance do you expect at today's event?
Well, I'm really hoping for a very high attendance. We've had a very good amount of people sign up online to give blood already, and we're hoping that more people will either sign up throughout the day or walk in to donate as well.
So you are accepting walk-in donors. There's a way that
Yes.
they can go in and sign up for that?
Yes, you can just walk right in as long as you bring a piece of photo ID with you. You will have no problem just signing up as long as you meet all of the qualifications.
Perfect. Can you please explain just the importance of blood donation and what it's doing for the community as well as nationally and internationally right now?
Of course. Well, the blood drive is very important because it's through the Mississippi Valley Regional Blood Center, which, as many people have probably seen in Macomb, is right in town. And all of the blood that we donate today will be going straight back to the McDonough District Hospital in Macomb. And throughout the country, it's very important because you see the disasters like Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Maria, all that kind of stuff. They've been having to take blood from blood centers around our section of the country and have them ship it down there because the hospitals were out of resources. And so it's very important to just be able to save lives with the blood.
So is any of the blood that's being taken today being shipped out anywhere across the United States to help with that relief?
Not as far as I know. I think most of it is just going to stay here in Macomb at the McDonough District Hospital.
Okay. I'm type O positive, so I am the universal, not the universal donor.
No,
I'm the most common blood type, though. What type are you, and then what kind of donors are you guys specifically looking for today?
I am A positive, actually, so I'm like the second most common blood type. And we're really just looking for anyone who is willing to donate today. There's not a specific blood type that we are looking for. Anyone is welcome to donate, no matter what their blood type is, and even if they don't know their blood type ahead of time, it's perfectly fine.
Can you explain the location for today's event? It's a little bit weird when it's listed
Yes.
out. Can you just give an insight of where it is?
All right, so the blood drive is in the garden lounge of the Mall Pass Library. So if you just go in through the actual Honors College doors, would be the fastest way to get there. You go in through the Honors College, you just walk all the way through the office, and the next space that you enter will be the garden lounge of the library.
Awesome. To recap, the blood drive is today at 10 o'clock in the garden lounge of Leslie F. Malpass Library. The event runs until 2 p.m. today. Donors must be at least 17 years of age. They must have a photo ID on them. They must be over 110 pounds, and you must be sober. Thank you again, Michaela, for coming in. And coming up, a familiar face moves downstate. We'll bring you that story after the break.
Hillary Dunn was convinced that Western Illinois University would invest in her.
My classes, friends, teachers, and activities have had a tremendous impact on my time here.
Hillary's passion for learning and helping others will lead her down a successful path.
Whether I choose graduate school or missionary work, I'll serve to the best of my ability because I am a success story. I am a Love It Mac.
Think purple, think success, think Western Illinois University.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
I'd have to say it's just the fact that you can get involved right away. You walk in the door and you can learn all the equipment. And I've been able to anchor, I've been able to be a DJ on our student-run radio station here. I've been able to work any of the camera equipment and the audio equipment. The fact that you can get involved right away. Everybody's really friendly. They welcome you right when you walk in the door. And you report the news, but you can also have fun stories and hard news stories and conflicting stories. But yet you just get such a real-life experience here at NEWS3.
Everybody at home, take a look at this. Honest Abe is on the move again. The Chicago 31-foot-tall statue of Abraham Lincoln is now located in downtown Peoria, a mere 90-minute drive from right here in Macomb.
The sculpture is called Return Visit. The man seen next to Abe is known as the Common Man. He represents Lincoln's ability to talk and relate to the average person. The Lincoln statue will stand there for 1 year to promote Illinois' bicentennial, which happens next year.
That's very impressive. Sorry, I interrupted you there. What were you saying?
Hard to believe Illinois has been around 200 years already.
Incredibly impressive. And I would say that the weather is perfect for the unveiling of that statue.
Weather will definitely be perfect. And in fact, I have the graphics set to the game day forecast, but the weather will also be perfect for the bicentennial. But the game day forecast for tomorrow, Saturday's game day, 10 a.m. or around 10:30, the parade will begin with 67. 3 p.m. at game time will be 73. 6 p.m. as game wraps up will be 69, all under sunny skies. So I can't really explain. And look at that 5-day forecast. I can't complain about all the sunshine and the warm-up coming later this week, but we really need rain. I cannot emphasize that enough. We need a lot of rain. We're in moderate drought back home in Lincoln, Illinois, where I'm from. And here in Macomb, it's not that bad and abnormally dry, but bottom line, the whole state needs a lot of rain. It's been very dry.
No, dude, it's been about, 3 weeks since we had a drop of rain down here, at least that I've seen.
Yeah, I think back home for me, it's probably been worse, but we could definitely use some rain. The only benefit to all this dry weather right now is the farmers as they get their crops down, because crops are definitely coming down.
I would say that the end of the week, this weekend looks real hot. Going into next week, that 80 degree temperatures, and that midsummer heat is still here.
Yeah, it's still here, and yeah, not Indian summer, but just another blast of summer air. So get ready, get the ACs going again, because you're going to need it.
Thank you for joining us this morning. We will see you on Tuesday for Live at 4.
Until then, follow us on Facebook or find us on Twitter. Just search News3 WIU.
From all of us at News3, have a good morning, Macomb, and happy homecoming. Go Leather next.